Assalamu alaikum everyone. So today we'll continue with the same chapter, that is chapter 3rd, demand analysis. Our topic for today's lecture is determinants of demand. What are the factors that affect demand? The first one being price. Price determines the demand for a commodity to a large extent. Consumers prefer to purchase a commodity in large quantities when price of a product is less, and they purchase a product in small quantities when price of a product is high. That is, there is inverse relationship between price and demand. If the price is high, the demand will be low, and if the price is low, the demand will be high. We have seen this particular concept in the definition of demand as well, or in the meaning of demand as well. That is, price and demand have inverse relationship. If one will increase, the other will decrease, and it is one of the main factor that affects demand. The other factor or determinant of demand is income. Income of a consumer decides the purchasing power, which in turn influences the demand for the product. Rise in income will lead to a rise in demand for the commodity, and fall in income will lead to a fall in demand for the commodity. If the consumer have high income or more income, then he will demand more. And if a person is belonging to a less income group, then the demand will be less. So there is direct relationship. Higher the income, higher the demand, and lower the income, lower the demand. Price of substitute goods. If a substitute good is available at a lower price, then people will demand cheaper substitute goods than costly good. For example, if the price of sugar rises, the demand for jaggery will rise. Or we can see the example of McDonald's and Burger King. If the price of burger is more in McDonald's, then people will shift their demand towards burger from Burger King. So the price of substitute goods impact the demand for a particular product. If the price of the substitute goods is less, then the demand will decrease, because the consumer will shift from particular commodity to its substitute. So one of the major determinant of demand is the price of substitute goods. Price of complementary goods. Change in the price of one commodity would also affect the demand for other commodity. So, because complementary goods are having joint demand, that means the demand of one will depend on the demand for other product. The price of the complementary goods will affect the demand. For example, car and fuel. If the price of fuel rises, the demand for cars will fall. The consumer will see that even if he or she have a car, it is not affordable for him to refuel the car every time because of hiked or increased petrol prices. Then obviously he will think twice to buy the car. So the demand for car depends on the price of the fuel. That is, the price of complementary goods impact the demand for a particular product. Nature of product. If a commodity is a necessity and its use is unavoidable, then its demand will continue to be the same irrespective of the corresponding price. On the other hand, the demand for luxury goods depends or is based on the price for that particular product. Necessary goods will have more or less constant demand irrespective of price, but luxury goods may have a fluctuating demand. So the nature of the product impacts the demand for a product. For example, medicine. Medicine is important to control the blood pressure, then the consumer will demand the medicine irrespective of its price. But if we'll take the example of, say, luxury car, the consumer will buy the luxury car only if he or she can afford it, because it is not necessary for his being. So its demand will depend on price, but the demand for necessary goods does not depend on price. So in this way, the nature of product impacts the demand. Size of population. It is one of the major determinant of demand. Larger the size of the population, greater will be the demand for a commodity, and smaller the size of the population, smaller will be the demand for a commodity. It's a very basic factor, very basic determinant, that if people are more, demand will be more, and vice versa. So if we'll take the example of two countries, say India and Sri Lanka, as we can see the population in India is more as compared to Sri Lanka, then we obviously know that the demand for commodities will be more in India as compared to Sri Lanka because of the size of the population. One of the major determinant of demand is the expectation about future prices. If the consumer expects the price to fall in the future, he will buy less in the present at the prevailing price. Similarly, if he expects the price to rise in future, he will buy more in the present scenario at the prevailing price. We can take the example of gold. Often consumer thinks that the gold price are going to rise, and so they buy the gold at the prevailing price thinking that it is going to be less at this particular time. Or we can take the example of share market. People often buy and sell shares in the stock market thinking about the future price. If the person is expecting the price of the share to rise in future, then he'll buy the shares right now and will sell it in the future. Similarly, if the person or consumer is thinking that the stock price is going to fall, he will sell out his shares in the today's scenario at the prevailing price. So in this way, the expectation about the future price impacts the current demand for a particular product. Advertisement plays a very important role in forming demand. Advertisement, sales promotion scheme, and effective salesmanship tend to change the preference of the consumer and lead to demand for many products. We can take the example of n number of ads because of which the sale or demand for a particular product increases. We can take the example of cosmetics, we can take the example of soft drinks, we can take the example of all the confectionaries like lace and so on. People or consumer sees the ad, they get impressed by a particular ad and they go and buy the product. So the advertisement or the way the product is being sold out impacts the consumer's demand or consumer's preferences. Taste, habits, and fashion. Taste and habits of a consumer influence the demand for a commodity. If a consumer likes to eat chocolates or consume tea, he will demand more of them. Similarly, when a new fashion hits the market, the consumer demands that particular type of commodity. If a commodity goes out of fashion, then suddenly the demand for that product tends to fall. If a person is habitual or have habit of particular thing, say collecting rare coins, then his demand for that particular product will be intact irrespective of price. Fashion, on the other hand, depends on price sometimes. So in this way, taste, habit, and fashions of consumer often impact the demand of the consumer for a particular product. Level of taxation. High rates of taxes on goods or services would increase the price of the goods and services. This in turn would result in decrease in demand for goods and services and vice versa. Similarly, we can take the example of income tax. Say if a person is earning 1000 rupees and he pays income tax of say rupees 100, then he has 900 rupees in hands to buy the products or to make the demand. So the demand will be of rupees 900. Now, if the person is earning rupees 1000 and the tax rate increases and he is paying tax of rupees 200, so how much does he have in hand to buy the products? 800 rupees. So you can see from the example that the increase in the rate of tax reduces the disposable income in the hands of the consumer. So if the tax rate is high, people will have less income to buy the products, and similarly the demand will be less and vice versa. In this way, the level of taxation or the taxation policies impact the consumer demand. Another factor determinant of demand is climatic conditions. If the climatic conditions are favorable and there is plenty of goods and services being produced in a country, then the demand for the product will be more. And if the climate is unsuitable and as a result of that the production in the country is less, the demand will be less. So favorable climatic condition increases the demand and unfavorable climatic condition results in decreased demand for goods and services. Changes in technology. Technology is one aspect that influences the demand in a big way. Because of advanced technology, the goods and services are produced at reasonable rates, and if the production cost is less, the price will be less, and if price is less, the demand will be more. Similarly, if outdated technology is being used by a production company, then the cost will be more, and because of the increased costs, the price will be more, and because the price is more, the demand will be less. So in this way, technology impacts the demand for a product. Better and high technology will result in efficient production of goods and services, which will increase the demand and vice versa. Government policy. Government policies like budget, taxation policy, and so on impacts the consumer demand in a big way. The budget, which comes every year, or the financial policy of the government, decides the prices of the goods and services and the commodities in the market. If the government or the financial policy keeps the price for particular product or service high, the demand will decrease. Similarly, if a price for particular product is kept reasonable or less, the demand will be more. So the government policy impacts the consumer demand. Customs and traditions and culture of a country impacts the demand for goods and services by a consumer. For example, the demand for firecrackers tend to increase during Diwali because it is customary or tradition to light up firecrackers during Diwali. Another example could be of traditional outfits. In India, it is customary or it is culture to wear traditional outfits during festivities. So, the demand for traditional outfits like saris and traditional clothes tend to increase during the season of festivals and decrease in other days of the year. In this way, customs and traditions and culture impacts the consumer demand. We have completed the topic of determinants of demand today. That is, we have seen all the factors that affect the consumer demand, and that's all for today. Thank you.